Welcome to The Explainer. I am so incredibly thrilled you're here today because, honestly, we are about to take a wildly entertaining and just mind-bending look at the chaotic origins of the universe. And, more specifically, humanity's incredibly arrogant need to, well, to spell-check it. You know, we always hear about this majestic, pristine Big Bang that perfectly set the cosmos into motion, right? But what if the origin story was actually just a massive divine math error? Today, we're exploring a hilarious cosmic debate drawn directly from our source material. It's this brilliant conceptual piece that completely flips how we view the void and our tiny little place in it. So get ready to put down your red pens, folks, because things are about to get messy.
Okay, let's dive into this. Usually when physicists talk about the cosmic microwave background, the CMB, they describe it as this majestic, glowing afterglow of the Big Bang. But the source material gives us this absolutely fantastic twist on that idea. It suggests that rather than a perfectly calculated, beautiful explosion of space and time, the universe actually started with a panicked reaction. Just imagine it. Someone, or something, had just enough time to realize a totally catastrophic mistake had been made before the whole universe just inflated out of control. If cosmic sound had a sense of panic, that primordial plasma wouldn't be humming some noble chord. It would literally be shouting, "Oh shit," right into the expanding void.
And how exactly did that panic start? Well, the source suggests it happened when God divided by zero. Now really think about that for a second. Dividing by zero doesn't just break the calculator app on your phone, it breaks the fundamental rules of logic itself. It's a glitch. And this divine miscalculation is honestly a brilliant way to perfectly explain why our infinite expanding universe feels so inherently unpredictable and, frankly, just completely chaotic. It's not malicious at all, it's just a massive math error. To really bring this cosmic glitch to life, the source material gives us a wonderful poem. Let's read it together.
Here is exactly how the event unfolded in the words of the cosmic glitch. Some say the universe began when God grew bored one day and punched into a broken math that doesn't work that way. He keyed a knot into the void, pressed equals, then let go. The laws of physics hit the fan, and space began to grow.
The galaxies flew every which way. The fabric started fraying. You still can hear, if you listen close, what God was softly saying. A tiny blip, a faint "oh shit" imprinted on creation, the universe, a typo made by divine miscalculation. So next time things feel random here, like chaos has a plan, just smile. God dropped the quotient, and the cosmos hit the fan. Isn't that just a remarkably comforting way to look at reality? This whole framing helps us understand that the chaos of the universe isn't out to get us. It's simply the echoing aftermath of a dropped quotient.
The cosmic autocorrect.
So what happens when humanity finally shows up inside this messy, lawless void? Well, to put it bluntly, humanity is a typo that insists the universe follow proper grammar. This quote right here is the central metaphor of our next section, and it is beautifully savage. We are the typo. We are just a tiny slip of the cosmic print. Yet, instead of just sitting back and enjoying the ride, we act as the unasked-for cosmic autocorrect. We stubbornly run around with our little red pens, trying to red squiggle supernovas and demanding that black holes somehow adhere to subject-verb agreement. I mean, the sheer audacity of it. Let's see how the source material illustrates this wild arrogance in our second poem, The Typo's Complaint.
Picture the absolute most uptight, pedantic editor you can possibly imagine, and read along with me. Humanity's a typo. A slip of cosmic brint, a missing bracket, rogue comma, a grammatical squint. But does it sit there quietly, accepting cosmic slop? No. It grabs a red pen, glaring at Andromeda's drop.
And the arrogance just continues. Your tenses disagree. Your dark matter's misspelled. That supernova lacks a predicate. Your void is poorly held. The universe just hums along, each galaxy a slur, expanding in a run-on clause that barely would occur.
But we, the typo, stand our ground, though chaos is the norm, insisting that the chaos learn a proper, rigid form. Stars wink, black holes shrug, the syntax stays a mess, and somewhere in the cosmic static quietly, there, more or less. I absolutely love that imagery. We demand this rigid structure, and the universe just gives us a giant, apathetic shrug in return.
The universe speaks back.
But the universe isn't going to just shrug forever, is it? It is time for the ultimate rebuttal. The universe is finally going to clap back at humanity, and this brilliantly illustrates the mismatch at play here. Just look at what we bring to the table. Subject-verb agreement, proper tenses, syntax. Literally made-up rules on a tiny floating rock. Now look at what the universe brings. Singularities, supernovas, dark energy.
We are bringing a grammar textbook to a fight with overwhelming, destructive cosmic physics. It's no contest at all.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer scale of our audacity. The universe has been a lawless, expanding void for 13.8 billion years. We just got here. To think that humanity, a species that literally just figured out writing a fraction of a cosmic second ago, can suddenly demand that this ancient, sprawling chaos adhere to what we invented on our, first Tuesday, is completely ridiculous. The universe has had enough of our red pens. Let's read its spectacular rebuttal.
Imagine a booming, ancient voice echoing across the void. Listen, you little misprint, you half-baked cosmic sneeze. I've been expanding longer than your vowels have had ease. You call me a run-on sentence? You're a comma splice at best, a scribble in the margin of an unasked-for test.
I don't have proper grammar. I have supernovas, quarks. I have 14 billion years of silence punctuated by sparks. You want a period? Fine. Here's a black hole's dot. Good luck diagramming where my meaning's not. Wow, offering a literal black hole as a grammatical period is such a profound flex, don't you think?
Let's keep going with this incredibly energetic smackdown. I don't do subject-verb agreement. I do singularities. I do dark energy flipping off your certainties. You're not fixing me, sweet typo. You're a stain all wash away. I was lawless long before your first Tuesday.
And we arrive at the universe's final word. Let this really sink in. So keep your red pen trembling. Correct this if you can. The cosmos has no spelling. The typo is the plan.
Embracing the chaos. So, the crucial point we need to take away is exactly that final line we just heard, embracing the chaos. The universe isn't a textbook waiting to be meticulously edited by us. It's a wild, math-breaking glitch that's meant to simply be experienced. I want to highlight this one last time because it truly matters for how we view our place in all of this. We spend so much energy trying to diagram the syntax of gravity and force, meaning onto absolute randomness. But once we put down our metaphorical red pens, once we stop demanding that an infinite void make logical human sense, we are finally free to just enjoy the ride. Being a chaotic misprint isn't a failure. It is exactly what we are meant to be in a universe built on a divided by zero miscalculation.
I want to leave you with this to ponder today. We've seen how completely absurd it is to demand a black hole have a predicate, but if the cosmos truly has no spelling and we are just an unasked-for autocorrect, what other rules in our lives are we just making up? How much of our daily anxiety comes from simply trying to copy-edit a void that was never, ever meant to be read? Really think about it. Thank you so much for joining me on this cosmic journey today. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.